What's good, YouTube? Today I am bringing you a draft league breakdown. Now, this is a new league that I started myself personally with a couple of my friends, a couple of people I didn't know. Obviously, that happens when you make a draft league. So, as you can see, my team name is going to be the Los Angeles Leavannies, which is usually my name for draft leagues. Now, my first pick, I was kind of early in the draft, which immediately a lot of people kind of thought I was rigging it. But as you can see in later tiers, it really was randomized orders. But that's neither here or there. My first pick was Victini. A lot of coaches got mad because they also wanted Victini. But my thought pattern is if I didn't get Victini now, I wouldn't get it later. Because there's 11 other people after me. Well, no, not even 11 other people. I didn't even go first. I went second. So the second overall draft pick was Victini. So yeah, that's how I went. Someone picked Hooper Unbound as their first draft pick, and nobody said anything. But as soon as I said Victini, everybody was like, "What? What? He didn't choose Tapu Koko. He didn't choose Celesteela. Like he didn't choose these powerful Pokemons." But I felt like if I didn't choose Victini, somebody in the draft league would have took it. Somebody absolutely would have took it. I don't care what anyone says. Victini is a powerful mod, and I could not stress enough that getting Victini right then and there would have been good because everybody wanted it. Everybody. And I also made it, I'm pretty sure I made it my Z user because in this draft league format, you get to choose one Z user for each tier. So on OU, I could have chosen between Victini and Kartana. In UU, it was between Sylveon, Crobat, or Swampert. RU, same thing, Necrozma, Goodra, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's how it went. I was like, you know what? Z Victini is probably the best thing ever. Now, the one thing I will say is omnibuses are banned. So no Z celebrate for me. No one can bring Z happy hour, but no one picked, no one drafted Jirachi, I don't think. So yeah, that's what it is. Okay, now moving forward, my next pick was Kartana. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this mod in draft leagues, and I understand it. It's a fairly weak. Obviously, it's weak to fire. It can die to literally just about any fire move. So a lot of people don't choose Kartana as a grass and their steel type. But I was between that and Ferrothorn, and I honestly didn't want Ferrothorn because I was like, you know what? In UU, I can, or not even in UU, in RU and NU, I can get moms that are bulky. So I was like, you know what? No, let's get all my hard hitters out the way now, and then I don't have to worry about getting those hard. Like I wouldn't have to worry about getting hard hitters in lower tiers that are somewhat good. OU is pretty much all good attackers and some defensive mobs. So yeah, that's how I went. I was like, you know what? My next pick is Kartana. Nobody sees it coming, and I get the next pick after that. But yeah, Kartana, Choice Band, Choice Scarf, Life Bulwark, Focus Sash, you name it. Shoot, Metal Plate, or the Grassy's, like, the move, the item, what is the item? I forgot the item name. It's an item that pretty much makes it where you can, whatchamacallit. Is it, I forgot the item name. But yeah, Kartana is fantastic. Like I said, there's the choice band set, there's the choice scarf set, so there's really not really, to me, Miles is gonna outspeed a choice scarf Kartana Then there's the life orb set, which basically outcodes just about everything in the game outside of like a steel, like outside of steel flying types and like really bulky steel types. Kartana pretty much kills them all, and even if they being knows, it gets fighting moves. It gets Psycho Cut, so it doesn't get checked by too many. It doesn't get checked by poison types anymore. Because most of the time grass types can't really hit poison types, and it makes it where I can hit those as well. And hey, who knows? One day, I might even run devolved Kartana because I feel like doing that. Because it's bulky enough to take the rocks damage and default them away, and that's an option as well. So yeah. Then my next pick, I was like, you know what? I need a Mega Evolution. There's no way I'm going to get one in UU or UU because I didn't want one from that tier. Not saying I couldn't get one from UU or I could have got one from UU, but I felt like getting Mega Gyarados would have been the best thing possible because in this league, mind you, just because someone chooses the Mega doesn't mean the regular form isn't still available. So I chose Mega Gyarados, but somebody else could have chose regular Gyarados. Now the only rules in this draft league is at some point, if you bring them on that says Mega, that you drafted as your Mega, it must, not mandatory, it must Mega Evolve in the battle. Must. So a lot of people don't know that. If you bring your Mega, you need to Mega it. Hands out. You don't have to Mega it at first. But at some point, you should Mega Evolve your Mega. So with that being said, I chose Mega Gyarados because Sub Dragon Dance, Crunch, Waterfall. Literally 2 Dragon Dances, and I killed everything in the game. There's nothing that will live Waterfall at +2, and there's nothing that wants to take a Crunch at +2 like that. Nothing in the game really wants to take a +2 Crunch from the Mega Gyarados. Okay, going from there, in UU, as you can see, I dropped a little bit of both, but also a little bit of hard-hitting mons. So, in UU, my first pick was Sylveon. Now, admittedly, I did get another early round pick here, but it just happened to be that way. There's nothing I can do about the randomizer. Randomizer be randomizer, So my first pick was Sylveon. A lot of people were, me myself, I was like, I really didn't want Sylveon, but I was like, there's no other fairy types I want in this league. There's no other fairy types I really wanted, for this draft league. There's no other fairy types that I felt comfortable enough drafting other than Sylveon. So as you can see, I have a fire type, I have a grass steel type, I have a water and dark type, and I was like, you know what, hey, I have a Mombi to fight me. What kind of fighting? Fairy types. Oh, hey, Sylveon has a poison weakness. Boom, Kartana. Kartana literally doesn't take any damage from poison moves unless there's a Salazzle. Literally, you have to be Salazzle. Because I'm pretty sure corrosion is the only thing that's going to make Kartana even flinch at a poison move. But even then, it's resisted because I'm pretty sure it still resists poison. Or well, not resist, but it's immune. So I don't think it's super effective. Is the point I'm making. So yeah, I chose Sylveon because honestly, Hyper Voice spam is a thing. Pixelate Hyper Voice is a thing. Choice Specs, Leftovers, Bulky, Wish, Heal Bell. Heal Bell is really why I chose it because I don't want my Mega Gyarados to be burnt. I don't want my Kartana to be burnt. Victini can't get burnt, but it can get Toxic stalled. and it can get Thunder Waves, and Sylveon gets rid of those by himself. So I chose Sylveon because it made the most perfect sense to draft Sylveon. Moving forward, my next pick was Crobat. Now, Crobat was honestly me picking a poison type just for the sake of picking a poison type. Now the flying typing I didn't want, but I got it because you know what, Crobat to me was a fast poison type, and I was like, you know what, my team isn't that fast. Outside of Victini Kartana, my team isn't fast. Sylveon isn't fast. Gyarados isn't fast, and the rest of my team honestly isn't that fast. So I was like, you know, hey, Crobat with Defog is a thing. Everybody knows about it. Brave Birds, you know, Z moves, all that is possible, and that's what I did. I'm pretty sure Crobat is my Z user for the UU tier listing. So yeah, that's what it was. Crobat is fantastic. I can't really say anything bad about Crobat. There's obviously some drawbacks, like, you know, being weak to rocks, but getting rid of me is fine. But giving me another fighting resistance and a poison check, so Sylveon Crobat can actually be a core, because you want to hit Crobat with an electric move while not resisted. Sylveon can be bulky enough to live those electric moves. Same thing goes with ice. Same thing goes with special rock. So that's what my mindset was. Special rock types, special attackers. Special attackers that hit Sylveon super effectively can't really hit Crobat super effectively, and vice versa. You know, they kind of do the same thing. Now my next pick was Swampert. And I'm not gonna lie here. Hippowdon was my was gonna be my late pick for UU, because I'm pretty sure Hippowdon isn't UU. But it got taken by another coach, so I took what was the next best stealth rocker for my team. Now I want to point out that I'm pretty sure Empoleon was still up. But the only reason I chose Swampert over Empoleon is because I didn't want two Steel Mons, and then get my whole team can pretty much get washed by a good ground type, like a good fast ground type. But Earthquake was really hurting my team outside of Crobat. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna choose Swampert. Now I'm gonna be real. I do plan on maybe dropping Swampert for something else. Who knows? But I did choose Swampert, and you'll see later, as you can see later, in my RU Donphan is the pick that I made. So there it is. Now, moving on to RU. Now, in RU, my first pick was Necrozma. Now I know what you guys are thinking. He has Mega Gyarados and Victini. Why would he choose Necrozma, another bug weakness? But Crobat and Sylveon both eat up bug moves. Bug doesn't really do much to Sylveon. Crobat literally quad resists bug. So there it is. It's like, oh, what about the ghost weakness? Sylveon's not weak to ghost, and neither is Crobat. And you can see later, I chose Sabalit. Now in this league, we do have all Sabalits as one Sabalit, so that's two. But we'll talk about that later. Necrozma to me was a backup stealth rocker. I know it can do more than that, and I do plan on maybe using it for more than that. But for the time being, when I drafted it, I was looking at my team. I was like, okay, I have Swampert, but what else can get Stealth Rocks and get them up reliably? And I was like, you know what, Necrozma, hands down, does the best Stealth Rocking for this team. Now I do pick another one, but hear me out. Necrozma to me at the time was the only thing up because I didn't think I would get Donphan later. So, who knows? I might even drop Necrozma or something else, I don't think I will, but I was like, hey, you know what? Let's get another psychic type, even though they're both weak to bug. Although I think bug is resisted by fire. Not sure about that. But yeah, let's just get this. Whatever. I mean, Mega Gyarados is weak to bug because it's dark. So yeah, there it is. That's what I chose. Now, my next pick was Goodra. Goodra. I honestly wanted this Mon because Sapsipper is a thing, Gooey is a thing, and Hydration is a thing for rain teams. Now I know what you're thinking, I don't have a rain team, why would I even think about having a Mon that does something in rain? But Hydration comes in handy when the Mon itself learns Rain Dance. So I can literally go Goodra with Rain Dance. You talk with me, I click Rain Dance. I'm poisoned no longer. You can no longer poison me because Hydration will get rid of it every single time. Now Goodra, I honestly got because I was like, so far I only have Sylveon as my special defensive Mon. I need another Mon that can eat up special hits. And honestly, in RU, Goodra is the best. I don't care what anyone says, the best special defensive Mon in the entire RU meta. There are others that could do its job too, but I thought at the time it was the best possible special defensive wall for my team. It eats up a lot of the weaknesses I thought I would have. So, oh hey, you know what? I still somewhat don't like fire types. Doing special fire types are no longer a thing. And honestly, Gooey is fantastic. Hey, your Miner's Choice Scarf, I can literally send it in Goodra. If it dies, so what? I got the speed drop, and now your Scarfer no longer outspeeds my Scarfer. And with Victini and Kartana both being very good Scarf Mons, now your Mon that you prepped to outspeed Kartana and Victini no longer do. So in that format, in that case, I got Goodra. Now my next pick was Donphan. Like I said, I chose Donphan later because I honestly thought I wouldn't get it. So when it was my turn again, I took it anyways. Now I took Donphan because I honestly thought, alright, now I still kind of think that I might get another all-out attacker for the Swampert pick because Donphan can be my physical wall. Now I did think about keeping Donphan, or I might get something else in you that also can hit, that can eat up defensive Mon hits as well. Because so far my only defensive Mon is Swampert and Donphan. So that's neither here nor there. But I think with this attack stat and its defense stat, plus 30, plus stealth rock, plus rapid spin, Seed Bomb, Play Rough, Elemental Fangs, there's literally too much. Donphan does way too much. Sturdy and draft leagues is phenomenal because I can lead with Donphan and guarantee get rocks up and hit back hard. Ice Shard is a move that does fantastic damage. Yes, it's base 40 or it's low base power, but Donphan's attack is like base 130. So I'm doing a lot of damage with Ice Shard if I need to bring it. It's nice chip. It gives me a free switch. Hey, Ice Shard. Now you know, Focus Sash, Air Balloon, whatever. Now, if I have a move that was like, oh hey, it has a 96% chance to kill you, Ice Shard will guarantee pretty much put you in that range unless you're a Steel type. In which case, why are you leaving the Steel type in on the Donphan when Earthquake is a thing? Also, I'm pretty sure Donphan gets knockoff. And so far, the only melon on my team, other than Donovan, to get knocked off is Necrozma, I believe. I'm not sure if Necrozma gets knocked off, but I'm like pretty sure it has big ass hands. NU picks. Now for my NU, I chose my first pick was Savali. Now in this draft league, we do allow all forms of Savali, so I can literally hold any of the memories I want. And I honestly cannot stress enough how much that means. Parting shot, U-turn, defog, multi-attack if I want to, or just bring like tailwind for my team. Tailwind on in my team. Like, think about that for a minute. Tailwind big team. So now I can click V-create. I get a speed drop, but I'm in tailwind, so my speed is pretty much the same as if I never hit the Z move, the V-create in the first place. So that's the thing. Then we have Sock. Sock honestly was the best fighting type left. And I was like, hey, let's get a fighting type. I don't have one. Sock is good. It gets sturdy as well. I'm pretty sure it gets Mode Breaker. And it was just the best fighting type left. Now, I might drop Sock and Crobat later because I might get a UU fighting type. And then in the NU might get another defensive Mon. Now, my last pick was Electros. And I honestly chose Electros because I did not have an electric type. Now, I was stuck between Electros and Raichu. Regular Raichu, his Alolan and regular Raichu are different things. But I thought, you know what, let's go with the slow electric type that gets more moves instead and go from there, because I'm pretty sure I chose Electros in my Z user, because, you know, it has relatively good special attack, it has relatively good attack. The only thing bad about it is I'm pretty sure it's very slow. But in Draft League, honestly, you can make it a assault vest to special hits and be fine. You can maybe get leftovers, Rocky Head, Rocky Helmet for defensive. I thought Electros would have been, at the time, and still do, think Electros is the best electric type that was left, because it gives me Levitate. And right now, that means Crobat and Electros are my ground switchings, always and ever. Didn't have any other ground switchings, so it makes Big Team really safer because I can bring Big Team, Electros, and Crobat and won't get killed by Earthquake. Now, I guess Zygarde 10% and Zygarde 50% are allowed, so there could have been two different picks. But I'm pretty sure no one chose Zygarde 50%, and Zygarde 10% are the one that has more speed. Honestly, isn't a threat to this team. So yeah, comment down below if you like my draft, if you think there's any other mods that you think yeah, I will leave a link to the doc so you can see what the draft, what the league rules are, the roster is. And there is a record there, but it's not complete at the time I'm recording this. We already did week 1. Well, I did week 1. So there's some records there that you can see that we played and we won our first week. Now, later on today, or whenever I get the time, I was thinking I might just record the replay and kind of give you guys like the my thought pattern of what moves did I click, why did I click those moves, and things like that. And yeah, so that would be a whole nother video on itself. This video kind of dragged itself out a little bit, but that's fine. This has been Ray. Please leave a like, subscribe if you like the comment, if you like the if you like my video, subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more. And this is Ray, and I am out.